Man, with everything going on the Evercade side of things, there's some movement on the POLYMEGA side of things. What's going on, everyone? It's Rich Haywood here for Bacon Ice Cream Productions and Team RTFC, welcoming you to a very quick Good Times Newsline Flashcast. Yes, that is right. That is right. We got a really early morning Flashcast, really quick, because the headline is, has Playmaji found their production lines for the POLYMEGA again? I don't know. Let's dig into this article. I found it real late last night on the POLYMEGA fans group. Just want to shout out to Gavin on the POLYMEGA fans group who put out this press release. Must have been looking at stuff for Playmaji or something like that and found it looking pretty cool. Let's get into this press release and read it, and then we'll talk about it. So the headline is Highway Holdings to resume full production for Playmaji. That's a pretty big statement. Let's go to the thing. July 27th, 2023. Highway Holdings Limited, or Highway Holdings, today announced it will resume manufacturing for Playmaji Incorporated, the Los Angeles-based company behind the modular multi-game system console POLYMEGA. Highway Holdings previously announced significant multi-year order on October 15th, 2020, and that's going back a long time, to manufacture Playmaji's POLYMEGA game consoles and accessories. Subsequent to the announcement, complications from the COVID-19 pandemic created microchip and component shortages and logistics shipping delays, which in turn resulted in lower than expected manufacturing volume for the production yields for fiscal year 2020 through 2022. Thus, the big issue with people pre-ordering and not getting their consoles, right? With pandemic era related production issues resolved and fresh momentum behind the project following Playmaji's recent announcement of a partnership and minority investment from Atari, Playmaji and Highway Holdings anticipate returning to full production in Q2, Q3 2023. That's now, by the way. That's right now. And delivering to customers and distributors POLYMEGA gaming hardware consistently going forward into the future. Ronald Cole, Chairman, President, and Chief Executive Officer of Highway Holdings, commented, "We are very excited to resume full production of manufacturing for Playmaji. Playmaji's POLYMEGA is one of the most innovative retro hardware consoles on the market, and we look forward to supporting the expected growth given its unique market position and expanding audience of enthusiast gamers. We are targeting to achieve or exceed the prior reported business value anticipated under the original multi-year manufacturing order announced in October 15th of 2020, and think that this can still be achieved and possibly be exceeded without the restraints of the pandemic. The full-scale resumption of game console manufacturing comes at an ideal time for us, and as production at our facilities has not yet returned to full utilization levels following the pandemic." Now that's pretty cool news from the person that's running the facility. That's like the lines, like the production lines. What that means to them and to me, high level, is that the lines are ready. Right? They're ready to rock. They've entered the agreement. They're going to start manufacturing the consoles. And even better yet, there's nothing ahead of them. There isn't like, oh, well, our lines have been like really ramping up, and we have a whole bunch of customers that are going on these lines. And we're excited to announce that POLYMEGA is going to be a part of that, when we can get all the other customers out of the way. This actually reads to me like we're ready to rock. There's nothing in front of us, and Playmaji's POLYMEGA is going to be the first thing that we're going to put on these lines, and we're going to make not only the original amount that we anticipated, we may be able to make even more, which means they might be able to do direct order shipping right from their website and have enough in stock to like fulfill everybody's needs. So that should mean, hopefully, consoles, modules, maybe these light gun things, I don't know. It just means they're going to be able to get hardware. Now, what was the difference? Because after this, that was the end of the statement. And then it's like about Playmaji and about Highway Holdings and all that kind of stuff. So the source for this news was Highway Holdings directly. And we actually did, so that's where the quote was coming from. So, okay. So the manufacturer or the manufacturer is ready to rock, and they're saying they've got what they need in order to do this. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. let me just go ahead and I'll read the abouts. Playmaji is obsessed with delivering an authentic gaming experiences to the masses and moving games forward into the future. We achieve this through timeless design, careful focus on authentic gameplay and user experiences, and by creating a platform that aspires to provide a high-quality legal alternative to game piracy, which is pretty cool. It's the reason why I kind of backed it in the first place. And then when my pre-order got canceled, why I asked for another one. I really, really like this project. I really like the design aesthetic. I really like the fact that we can do cool things, like for people like me that wanted to explore import gaming and that kind of stuff. And I don't know kanji. I don't know how to read like any of these other languages, but there's like language translation patches available, pretty seamless inside of the console. So I've heard, very exciting for me. Highway Holdings is a international manufacturer of a wide variety of parts and products for blue chip equipment manufacturers based primarily in Germany. Highway Holdings administrative offices are located in Hong Kong, and its manufacturing facilities are located in Yangon, Myanmar, and Shenzhen, China. For more information, visit the company's website at blah, blah, blah. So those three locations, like is as far as like being in like news and headlines, a lot of those provinces are actually ones that were deeply affected by the pandemic. So it makes sense that they had like that whole holding period, and now that they're getting out of that, that actually makes sense for me to see them actually going forward. Except for the historical information contained herein, the matters discussed in this press release are forward-looking statements which involve risks and uncertainties, but including, but not limited to, economic, competitive, governmental, political, and technological factors affecting the company's revenues, operations, markets, products and prices, and other factors as discussed in the company's filings with the Securities and Exchange Commission, including without limitations, company's annual reports for Form 20F. That's like obviously a disclaimer about like, hey, they announced this thing, and then like tomorrow, like a meteor hits their facilities, then they're not going to be able to do that, or heaven forbid that there's like a crazy thing that happens, and like the whole world just goes nuts and all that kind of stuff, and there's like a big stock crash or something, or like whatever. Obviously, outside of their control, like that kind of thing, but it is exciting news to know that they're going to resume full production for Playmaji, that they've got the lines ready, they've got extra space so they can do more. That's pretty exciting stuff. So with all that being said, what do you guys think? Let me know down below in the comments. I told you guys as soon as I heard something that I would bring it to you as fast as possible. I literally, right before I went to sleep, I heard about this and I woke directly up and did this. So that is as fast as I can possibly get it to you. I'm pretty pumped. I'm pretty pumped about this. Now, this might actually mean some good things for other things in the ether along the way. Lines are starting to open again. People are finding deals. People are finding whatever. But the other thing not to worry about, the other thing to realize here is that it all comes down to that fiscal lubrication, let's call it. If you're getting some funding in, then you can do things and make things, right? So I am 100% certain, because it said it right there, and fresh momentum behind the project following Playmaji's recent announcement of a partnership and minority investment from Atari, right? They got a pretty big check, and that allows them to start like saying, hey, manufacturer guys, can you we got some monies, can you make some stuff? And they go, yeah, well, you got the money, so yes. So I kind of had a funny feeling that was going to be a thing, and I'm glad that if that is the case, that hardware's going to start to flow for the people that have been waiting for this stuff for a while. I'm very excited. Yes, I'm excited because I'm a customer, yes, but I'm also excited for everybody else that's been waiting. There's been a fantastic community out there in the Discords and on the Facebook groups and everything else, and it's really cool. It's really cool to hear. It would be nice to hear another subsequent press release directly from Playmaji. They did say that they were going to announce some stuff. Now, maybe there's some other things that are going to be announced that coincide with this that they still needed time to put together. They did say that they were going to put out a press release in July. They didn't. Highway Holdings did. So we'll see. maybe it's again, sometimes they've said that, and then like a couple weeks later or whatever, and they're like, hey, sorry about the delay, but here's this other awesome thing, right? Remember, they still announced that, PolyMEGA Remix and the PolyMEGA app and the Cloud Excel service or whatever, that's all stuff that came after there was a delay. So maybe there's some more stuff along the pipeline, maybe some cool, exciting things that are going to drop for us while we're in our wait for our consoles, or maybe it's just going to be, hey, in another month's time, right? We're going to get to September, and they're just going to be like, here's the picture of all the pallets, guys. Here it is. Who knows? It's very, very cool. But again, let me know down below what you guys think of this story, of this news update, and as soon as I hear more, I will bring you more right here on Bacon Ice Cream Productions. And we've reached the end of a Bacon Ice Cream Productions video, so you guys know what we have to do. We have to thank each and every member of the Good Times Club, for without them, the support for really cool things just wouldn't happen. So here we go. We got to thank them. They are the EverCanadian, Crimson Cross, George Games, Chris Westerman, Phantom Fiction, Skeletrex, Lloyd R. Jim, Papa Pete, the Intellivision Gamer, Ken LaCure, and Mr. Shua. Thank you guys all for being members of the Good Times Club. And, well, tonight, for Good Times Club members only, keep your eyes here on this channel for a cool little video, a live video that relates to that box over there and more. So thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, we'll catch you next time for some good times. I'm Rich, and we will see you later. Take it easy, guys.
RTFC.baconicecream.com